The city of Evanston, Illinois, canceling a July 4th celebration over COVID-19 concerns, but allowing Juneteenth and Pride celebrations.
This as the city just reported 0 new coronavirus cases last week. U.S. Senate candidate and veteran Kathy Barnette here to react. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Okay, so we want to pull up here the statement from the trustee and celebration manager here, and this reads, quote, "We made the decision in March based on the information that we had at that time. There are deadlines for permits and to secure the fireworks, as well as taking applications for the parade that happened early in the year. We erred on the side of caution. If things weren't better, we would have been criticized for being a super spreader event." But Kathy, I mean, don't you think there's always time to finagle something and make something happen if you really want to? It seems like things were very different in March, and now we're in June. Don't you think they could still maybe do something?
Listen, July 4th happens every single year. A lot of the things that we're hearing right now is utterly ridiculous. But what's not ridiculous is Marxism. And the American people need to really get our heads wrapped around the seriousness of this ideology. And at the core of Marxism says racism is intractable, meaning there is no amount of penance anyone can ever do to atone for the sins of racism that happened in the past or that may currently be happening. So no matter what we capitulate over to the other side, it will never be enough, and our nation is in danger.
Well, let's be clear about something here. We're not advocating against the Juneteenth celebration, against the Pride celebration. No. I think we're more the merrier. Let's have as many celebrations as possible. I just think there's this confusion of, look, get a few permits, get some fireworks, have the party, and don't blame COVID. Because look at these numbers. 0 new cases over the last 7 days as of June 17th. 7-day rate of new cases per 100,000 residents, 2.72%. That's really low. And 75% of residents are fully vaccinated. Kathy, how much longer can COVID be used as an excuse?
I mean, it should be stopped, right? And now, as it relates to Juneteenth, obviously, as a Black woman who grew up in the very deep South, I have the blood of slaves coursing through my veins. I completely understand any Black people wanting something that can help us to figure out what that portion of our heritage that we've lost. But I earnestly believe Black people, the Black community, does not need specifically another holiday to celebrate. What we need is to stop allowing the Democrat Party to give us trinkets. What we need is to really begin to understand our true history. And history is a fact. January 1st, 1863 Emancipation Proclamation, it really happened. Or the January 31st, 1865, when the House passed the 13th Amendment that abolished slavery altogether. There's a lot to be gained by the American people beginning to open up history books and begin to understand our Constitution.
Interesting opinion. Okay. 30 seconds on this interesting opinion. America should get a new flag. That, according to singer Macy Gray, who says the U.S. should ditch the stars and stripes because it is tattered, dated, divisive, and incorrect. Compares it to the American flag. Look, Kathy, Macy Gray had one hit song. It was in the last century. It was 1999. What do you make of this recent attempt to stay relevant?
And as someone who served our country, as you did.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I would have given my life for this country as a veteran, and it's very disconcerting. But again, although Macy Gray is utterly ridiculous, what is very serious is this ideology-based Marxism that has gripped our nation, whether we're talking about Project 1619, CRT, or anything in between. The American people need to realize that this is the greatest country that has ever existed. We're not perfect, but there is no one running a close second, and our nation is in trouble.
Kathy Barnette, thank you for joining us. Thank you for your service to our country.
Thanks,
Have a good
Kathy.
day.